Most aviation enthusiasts love the A380. Passengers who aren't av geeks seem to love the type as well, due to its relatively quiet cabin and feeling of spaciousness. While Abu Dhabi-based Etihad has decided to bring more of its A380s out of storage, the type is overall on the decline. On July 28th, Angus Whitley and Danny Lee, writing for Bloomberg, published an article discussing how the type, the world's largest passenger plane, sadly keeps breaking down. Let's take a look at what they had to say for today's video. Keeping the aging Super Jumbo safely airborne is becoming an increasingly expensive headache for airlines, is one of the introductory sentences for the report. The Bloomberg piece states that regulatory bulletins have been piling up. Bulletins that have mandated repairs, inspections or replacement parts for the massive quadjet. Some are merely procedural, such as a demand for timely equipment checks, but others are more serious. Of special note are the type's leaking escape slides. Cracked seals and a ruptured landing gear axle feature among 95 airworthiness directives listed by the European Union Aviation Safety Agency since January 2020. That's about double the number of directives for large Boeing jets in the same period. The A380 is a complex aeroplane whose scale does make it more demanding to maintain compared to other aircraft, the European Union Aviation Safety Agency told Bloomberg in a statement. EASA continues, saying, "It is very important for safety that there is no stigma attached to publishing an airworthiness directive. Safety must come first." Its scale makes it more demanding to maintain, says the European regulator. This is something we've heard from others as well, including those involved with maintenance of the type. The A380's immense weight results in incredible amounts of stress and pressure on its airframe. And so even without the aforementioned regulatory bulletins, parts of the jet may need more frequent inspections and maintenance than twin jets. At the same time, EASA warns Bloomberg that the number of airworthiness directives issued for any given aircraft type make a poor basis for comparison. The organisation says that these directives can vary hugely in scope and urgency, which is a fair point and something worth considering. Bloomberg concludes its piece by highlighting how much of an operational headache the A380 can be when something does go wrong, all due to its high capacity. When an A380 has to divert or can't operate a flight, that's going to impact multiple hundreds of people at the origin airport, as well as a similar number of passengers at the destination airport waiting to fly that aircraft's next service. Bloomberg's example was a Qantas A380 on its flagship Sydney-London route, which broke down in Singapore on May 7th due to fuel pump problems. The onward flight to London, the article explains, was pushed back more than 24 hours, and passengers had to be accommodated in hotels. That's a lot of hotel rooms needing reservation by the airline. Bloomberg adds that it was at least the second fuel pump issue to delay QF1 in Singapore since Qantas reactivated its A380s. More recently, Qantas passengers who were due to depart Singapore on July 14th for Sydney on an A380 were delayed for days because of technical difficulties. Making recovery plans even more complex was the fact that there was damage to another A380 at Sydney Airport when an aero bridge slammed into one of its engines. What do you think of the A380's situation? Let us know by leaving a comment. In addition to our daily YouTube videos, Simple Flying publishes over 150 articles every week. If you're looking for the latest aviation news and insights, visit simpleflying.com.